Okay, number 13, project or team mindset. This is kind of a fun little piece. Always has dramatic results in workshops. This is John Cassani, good friend of mine, arguably the most famous project manager jet propulsion lab ever had. He showed me a briefing one day made after a company called CSP, and I liked the content, and so I reorganized it into the 4D system. And basically, the point here is that if you get this right, you'll get medals and awards, and if you get this wrong, you'll be fired. Let's start with basic project management. Everybody knows what project managers do. They balance cost, performance, and schedule within an envelope of risk. There are two project mindsets, and only two, that are in play that are incompatible. And the reason they're incompatible is that late phases in the projects, the processes are completely different. Either performance rules, which means you're going to do the best job you possibly can with as much money as you can possibly get, or cost rules, which means you're going to build the minimum acceptable system and stay within the cost envelope as rigorously as possible. Performance mindset's fine. This is the mindset of Hubble. We overran, people got mad and stomped and screamed, but in the end they sent the money because in the end they wanted the performance. There are lots of other projects that get canceled when they overrun, and they each have a different driver. The performance is by a sponsor who wants to maximize benefit or knowledge. The cost is by a sponsor who's determined to avoid overruns. Here's the problem. If the stakeholders are mixed, then you will be fired because no matter what you do, you cannot please them all. The blue mindset has performance in the driver's seat, cost in the trailer, and schedule is whatever it has to be. Usually risk is less in a project like this. The orange mindset has cost in the driver's seat, schedule and a vice, because the more you let the schedule go out, the higher the cost will go. Performance trails along, you do the best you can, and risk is usually greater. Now we do this very simple exercise. This has had more drama in workshops than any other single thing I've ever done. Everybody get out a 3x5 card or similar, and they make a little matrix. And if there's just one team, you can just put the one team. Often, as I mentioned before, I've got 2 or 3 teams in the room, or it could be this is the sponsor, or this is your team, this is your sponsor providing the money, customer, whatever. And we'll talk a little bit about this. Set this matrix up on a flip chart. Then you mimic it in a 3x5 card and anonymously check the boxes that apply. So normally, you might put an X here, and if there's a second team, you put an X here, 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 and here. We collect them, and then we organize them. It only takes about 10 minutes to do this, and then we talk about it. It's guaranteed to be fascinating. This is one of the most profoundly insightful, quick, easy things I know to do with a team. It's measuring a fifth force element that you don't normally think about, the mindsets in play. And that closes this. Oh, here's a takeaway chart. Sorry, a takeaway chart. This is our standard chart just to give you a little summary and give a chance to ask questions or make comments before we move on. I'd like to close each piece with something like this. Now we complete. Thank you for listening, and have a great day, whatever you're doing. Take care. Bye-bye.